On June 16, 2020, WWE launched UpUpDownDown, a YouTube gaming channel hosted by the New Day's Xavier Woods, going by the name of Austin Creed. The channel, which launched on the Monday of E3 of that year, took the WWE Universe and the gaming world by storm. It has since amassed over 2 million subscribers, 2.16 as of this recording. But did you know that there was another date that was just as significant as its birthday? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Murpho. Thank you all so much for clicking on this video. If you can, consider liking, subscribing, sharing, hitting the bell button. Get those notifications on those videos for me. I'd really appreciate it. And in this video, I am doing just a standard vlog, telling you all about another date that is celebrating its 5-year anniversary on the day that this is being uploaded, and that is the actual shoot-iversary of Up, Up, Down, Down, and telling the story of that day where we shot our first slate of content for the channel. Now, like I said, the Monday of E3 is the official birthday of the channel, but the 24th of May is actually the first day that everyone got together and shot content for the channel. It was actually the first time I remember, to my memory, that I met Austin and Kofi and Big E, who was there in person. And it was just myself, the New Day, the VP of Digital and WWE.com, Rob Bernstein. It was our editor, Sean, Swag by Sean, as he's known on the channel. And yeah, just a small gathering of those of us there. This is a significant date for me because it's also my birthday. So to me, it's interesting because Up, Up, Down, Down, the channel that I ran as the manager and as a secondary host when Austin couldn't do videos, I would host them in the office, for example, for live streams, certain select Superstar Save Point episodes, a couple of stuff for WWE 2K out in San Francisco for an event there. It shares a strong significance. Austin always talks about how the channel is his baby, and very much for that year plus, about a year and 3 months I worked on the channel, that channel was also very much my baby. And the fact that we shot our content for the first time on my birthday gave it extra bit of significance. So I just wanted to give you all a little behind the scenes look at how basically part of how Up, Up, Down, Down came to be and came about. So at this point in late May, we had already known what we were going to do. We knew that the birthday was going to be June 16, 2015, and we had to get content shot for that date. When I got brought on to help be the site manager, our channel manager for Up, Up, Down, Down, they were looking for when they wanted to launch, and I immediately said E3. E3 has to be the time that it launches. It is the gaming mecca. It will show that we are taking this serious, that we are a legit gaming channel, and that it's going to be superstars and people playing games and having fun, and not just some WWE-ified version of promoting games or their own games. So I got hired. I spent the weeks between the 24th and when I got brought on, which was, I believe it happened in April. So it was only about a month, a few weeks, where I started texting Austin back and forth, pitching ideas to the VP, because this was also his baby. It was his brainchild. He was the one who pitched the idea of a YouTube channel to Austin when Austin wanted to do a network special, almost travel channel type show where he would go to barcades around the country. The VP, Rob, he countered with, what about a YouTube gaming channel, because he wanted to expand what WWE is doing on YouTube, given that the YouTube channel for main WWE was doing so well. It actually just recently, I think, hit 60 million subscribers, which is insane. And this would be the first venture, because at the time, way back in 2015, gaming was at its height on YouTube. So I was tasked with doing a ton of research and running along. I was ingesting so much gaming content on YouTube. I had already been a fan of some gaming stuff on YouTube, but this is when I started deep diving into Smosh games, into, of course, PewDiePie, Jacksepticeye, Markiplier. I was watching a bunch of other guys as well, whose names are escaping me at the moment, which I don't know why. I started watching all of these top YouTubers and gamers, KSI and his sidemen. Those just came up to me as well. I researched what games did well, what games didn't do well, what could get us the best searchability when we first launched, to bring in as many non-gamers, because it's very important to Austin, myself, and to Sean, our editor, and Rob, that we draw in the regular gamer. We wanted this channel to be a place where not just WWE fans could be entertained, but anybody who enjoys video games can be entertained, because it'd just be people, granted they were WWE superstars, having fun playing video games. So we whittled it down. I came up with show ideas, I came up with games, worked with Austin. I got the approval on what we were going to do for a slate. We got everything together. We had what we wanted, and we found that the tour that the guys were on, that New Day was on, the tour was going to go into and have a house show in White Plains. White Plains, New York is a suburban city just north of New York City. For those who don't know, that is about 20 minutes away from Stamford, Connecticut. And it's where the VP, where Rob lived. Rob lived in White Plains. The show was going to be in White Plains, so we knew this was our chance to basically do a mega shoot, to shoot all the content that we needed for launch. Because when we launched, we wanted to have about, I think it was like anywhere from 4 to 6 videos. I think we had 5 or 6 total, including like our channel trailer. So we knew that this was going to be what we needed to get everything we needed to launch and have content for people to watch when we announced the channel. So it wasn't like, oh yay, we got a channel, here's this little 2-minute trailer, enjoy. No, we wanted people to have content to ingest and get behind and know what we were all about. So this was, I believe, on a Sunday, which is funny enough because the 24th is on a Sunday this year. I drove down to White Plains because I lived north of White Plains in New York at the time. Drove down, and it was in this little, almost like Cape-style house in White Plains. And Rob, when I got there, Rob had cleared out his basement. So we literally shot all of this content in the basement of the vice president of Digital's house. And we go down there. I'm there with Sean. I connect with him. We start setting everything up. We set up, I believe we set up on his son's PS4, everything. We had a Logitech C920 that is actually still used in streaming today. And we brought an actual camera for a second angle, because I was very much of the belief at the time that second angles were actually really interesting, helped break up any kind of monotony that might be going on in gameplay when you're editing videos together, and add a little bit of extra action activity. So we set all that stuff up. Austin was coming with his laptop. The New Day showed up. I literally met Austin that day face to face. We'd been texting for a while, and I believe we might have jumped on a couple phone calls. Rob connected us via phone so we get to know each other and text each other. But this was the first time I was actually meeting Austin face to face. Same for Kofi. I actually interviewed him for a website that I was working for like years ago. But anyway, and it's the first time I met Big E. So when you watch the first videos that I'm in there with, this is like having met face to face, the two of us, for like maybe an hour. So we get all set up. Rob's excited. He's got his wife and kids were busy for the day. I think they went to the park so we could go shoot some stuff. Maybe not the park, but they were off doing things while we were shooting. And he like bought a bunch of stuff to grill. He made burgers and hot dogs and all this kinds of stuff for the guys, and he bought a lot. And we set up to shoot. We wanted to shoot one episode for just about every single type of show we were gonna do, which was a Let's Play show, which was Up Up Down Down Plays, which is now, I believe, just been called Let's Play. It was Jump Scares, which was Austin playing horror videos, because horror games were a huge genre back then for YouTube, so we wanted to get some jump scare videos in there, so we called our show Jump Scares. The initial superstar save point, which Austin, to his amazing credit, always have good things to say about Austin and his work on the channel. He tweaked it into the interview format that it was. It was initially just him playing co-op games with other superstars, but he's the one who had the genius idea of adding in the interview-esque kind of format about it, of getting to know the people he's playing with. And then we had Gamer Gauntlet of Kofi versus Austin, so that we could get some people love watching other people talk smack and play video games against one another. So the first video we shot, I believe, was The Witcher. It was me and Austin playing The Witcher, or Austin was playing The Witcher and I was there to compliment him. I remember it being really awkward. If you watch, like, especially in this first video, I am super awkward here. Aside from doing some live streams on Twitch for a website that I used to do before this, I had no YouTube experience or anything like that, and it showed. I've clearly gotten a lot more comfortable in front of a camera nowadays. But Austin, luckily, he was also learning as he was going too. He had never really done something like this himself. So the back and forth is a little rough. We did get some good jokes in there. That's where the dead horses joke came in there. Then we did the Kofi and Xavier stuff, and the save point, the weaknesses of save point can clearly be seen if you go back and watch this first video of just the initial idea of just playing co-op, because it was Rayman Legends. Neither Austin or Kofi were super into the game. They were trying to find ways to communicate with one another. Then they found this mini game of soccer, which amazingly actually fit in perfectly with what we were trying to do for FIFA Next. And this whole new level to Kofi just came out, and he started smack talking Austin like you wouldn't believe. Everybody was completely cut off guard. Nobody exactly knew what was going on with him. But it made the video super entertaining. RIP headphone users, because he would shout it out goal at the top of his lungs. Me and Sean are there like just laughing to each other. It was amazing, and it bled right into Gamer Gauntlet. Now, Gamer Gauntlet, for those of you who remember, that's the first punishment video when we used to do punishments on the channel. And Austin, we were originally gonna only have them eat one hot pepper. We were like, just one hot pepper. That's fine. It'll be funny, entertaining, and people will watch. They'll laugh. It'll be fun. Rob didn't know which pepper to get because he wanted to get the hottest pepper possible, so he collected 4 of them. It was a Serrano, a habanero, a tiny habanero, which is more intense, and this other pepper that he didn't know what it was, but I believe it was also a really hot pepper, as you can tell from watching Austin react to it. And he brought it, and Austin and Kofi, the gamers that they are, like hardcore, doing it for the content, just go, whoever loses isn't just gonna eat one, they're gonna eat all 4 of them. This made me incredibly nervous, because in WWE, when you work in the office, if you do something that hampers talent and keeps them from working, it is very bad for you. So I was like, oh my god, these guys might actually really like not be able to compete tonight, and I could end up in a lot of trouble. But I put that in the back of my mind and just watched these two just go at each other, and Kofi would just smack talking like crazy, making excuses when things weren't going well, and rubbing it in Austin's face hardcore when he was winning. Oh, it was so good. And then when Austin scored his goal and slipped, it was, like I said, we were cracking up on the side. E was having a good chuckle while he was sitting there on the side. Nobody really saw E because he was physically there, even though we didn't shoot any, even though he wasn't in any of the videos. You actually get to see Rob too. He presented the peppers in that video, and he helped set up the ball at the end for the punishment. So after Kofi beats Austin, we all go into the backyard of Rob's house. We set up a little T-ball on like a tee, plastic T-ball, and Austin has to kick a soccer ball to the tee to knock the ball off. After eating a pepper, go back, eat it, eat the next one, and go until he ate all 4 and kick the ball off the tee 4 times. We are dying laughing, and we initially almost gave Austin water and Gatorade. Yikes, luckily we called an audible and realized, no wait, he's having peppers, which has acid, so he needs something with a base, otherwise this is going to be way worse and not go well at all. So luckily we had yogurt and milk for him on the side, and bread from the burger and hot dog buns that he can ingest to try and fight things off. And he's sitting there laying down, and I'm laughing my ass off, and I'm like, oh my god, if he can't, I'm laughing hysterical. I'm like, this is amazing. This is gold. Our channel is going, this is going to be the video that makes us. But at the same time, I'm thinking, oh my god, I hope he can actually do the show tonight. Please be able to make the show tonight. I do not want to get in trouble and potentially lose my job. Please. Please. But eventually, despite the pain, Austin, as you all know, is a hardcore trooper and fighter, especially when it comes to hot peppers, and this was the genesis of that. Does the video, And then we actually did our jump scares with Five Nights at Freddy's after that. I don't know how he was able to pull that off, but he did. And we had a little bit more chemistry there. Now that the ice had been broken, he had done the challenge, and I was feeling a little bit more my weird self. I had a stuffed animal at one point messing with it. We had some more better quips and back and forths there. And we started to feel like, you know, there's something there. And then all the guys left. I remember this also before everybody left. I think I was when I got there because I was the first one there, actually. I'm sitting with Rob on his porch, and he was telling me how this was going to be phase 1 of a plan for WWE to eventually make a bunch of YouTube channels on all different types of subject matter using the superstars. Eventually, unfortunately, like, he wanted me to be like me and Up Up Down Down, to be that initial phase to succeed. So there was a lot of pressure on us to succeed, and luckily we did. Unfortunately, the vision didn't entirely pan out. The Bellas eventually got their own YouTube channel, but that was about it. Rob would actually leave about a month or two, a couple months after Up Up Down Down launched, and would entrust things to myself and Austin to make sure that Up Up Down Down became the success that it was. And Austin, ever since I left, has ran far past me when I was there, and he just continued to run after the fact. And yeah, I just remember ending my day, going home and being like, this is probably one of the best birthdays I've ever had in my life, because I got to start something that is going to live, that I know is going to catch on, and that I had a lot of fun doing, and that it was going to live on in the annals of WWE history. The annals of WWE history. Oh, get your words right, Murpho. So yeah, that's it. That's the story of Up Up Down Down's shoot-iversary, the anniversary of the first shoot that Up Up Down Down ever had, and when I finally formally officially met the members of the New Day face to face. So whenever you're watching Up Up Down Down, now that it's all amazingly produced and got all these superstars, just remember it all started with the New Day and just a couple of office people and the Vice President of Digital in the Vice President's basement. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, please again hit the like button, hit subscribe, hit the bell button. Check out some of my other videos on the channel. I do reactions, I do tier lists. If you like this video, let me know if you're interested in having me watch some of the older Up Up Down Down videos on the channel. I'd be interested in taking a look and taking a trip down memory lane, so let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to check me out on Twitch. I live stream 3 days a week, every single week. Play all different types of games, including in addition to the games, doing watch parties for AEW Dynamite and WWE NXT, and also doing the occasional watch parties for pay-per-views and events. For example, last night, as of the time that this is going out, I did a watch party for AEW Double or Nothing, so be sure to head over there and check me out there. That's it for me today, everybody. Thank you all again one final time. I hope you enjoyed the story, and until I see you again, peace, deuces, and I'll catch you later. Oh God, no, Kenny, no! No, no, no. No, still no. Nope.